On Sunday, 22nd of March 2015, Shia S I Madressa, Higher Education Department, hosted a talk by Dr. Hewer, a renowned Christian theologian, on the life of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. Students and organizers welcomed their non-Muslim friends at Hujjat Center in Stanmore to discuss how Imam Hussein alayhi salam's values are universally applicable and can guide the British society.
I've come here today basically because one, it's part of the Madressa curriculum, and two, I thought it'd be a really great idea to, bring my friends along and, kind of teach them about the message of Hussein. And obviously every day I miss a day of school, for Ashura, and just have them know why I'm doing it.
The main reason for organising the hashtag Who is Hussein Day was to invite other people from outside of our community and also people from our community to come and understand who Imam Hussein is. But it's also a way of conveying the Higher Education Department's message of sort of free speech and the allowance that people can talk about different ideas and come together as a community and necessarily not be restricted to your own community, but also understand another culture, another religion. And the ideas of Karbala are so ingrained within society that we can express it to other cultures.
I've come to learn about other faiths, how they see Islam, because normally when we come here every Sunday, it's just to do with Islam. So today was a different day to see about other faiths as well.
Imam Hussein alayhi salam gave everything he had, including his life, for the greater good and for the benefit of those around him. His epic legacy continues to inspire millions across the world on a daily basis.
Imam Hussein is not the property of a small group of people called Shia Muslim. Imam Hussein is not the property of a bigger group of people called Muslim. Imam Hussein belongs to humankind. And the example, the teaching, the message of his life belongs to the whole of human society. Now, if you accept that as being true, you have just accepted a huge burden. And it's a burden on every one of you as well as on me. And that burden is, how do you communicate that message to the people who are the rightful owners? That is the whole of humankind. Now, if there are people out there in the world who don't understand the message of Imam Hussein, that's not their fault. It's our fault.
Madrasa students were challenged to re-examine the story they knew so well from a different perspective.
I think it's important to hear about what other people from different faiths think about Imam Hussein and how he's impacted their lives, because for us, being a part of the religion and part of Islam, that we kind of take it for granted, and it's important to see how other people from different religions actually appreciate Imam Hussein more than we do.
Basically, we had this thing from the head Madressa saying that with Interfaith, we get to learn more about Imam Hussein, and it sounded really good because it got it from different points and perspective, especially because Hewer is a Christian. So it felt like it's better because we understand it from a different point other than the Islamic point.
Despite cultural expectations of Imam Hussein alayhi salam as a prince of his tribe and a prominent figure in the Islamic Empire, the Holy Prophet's grandson shunned the grandeur of his status in favor of breaking bread with the poor and needy. He broke all cultural molds and brought people together, disregarding differences in color, creed and belief.
Imam Hussein in Islam for me is a figure for humanity. He teaches me how to live life to the fullest.
As a Shia Muslim, I feel that Imam Hussein has allowed me to understand my faith. He's sacrificed so much, and the least I can do is, understand his story. And this is one way to understand it, by coming together as a community and just listening to another speaker from another religion to, give his viewpoint on the tragedy of Karbala. And for me, that's really important.
Imam Hussein alayhi salam motivates different people in different ways.
I think it's more like what he does, like he inspires me to be courageous and brave, and I think it's the lessons that we can take from him and implement into our life, and it means a lot, I think, not just to me but to everyone, to have someone like that they can, take a lesson from.
When we learn about Imam Hussein, we always learn about how he was so victorious, how he was so brave, he did so many things. So we get to learn all those things. Even being a woman, we can adapt those things from a man, so it's good in the way that we understand different things.
Not long after the passing of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, the leadership of the vast Islamic empire fell into the hands of the corrupt regime. The good values that the Messenger of Islam Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, had spent his lifetime instilling into society were slowly vanishing as the new ruler Yazid from the Umayyad dynasty was determined to gain power at any cost. Imam Hussein alayhi salam chose to take a stand against Yazid and was forced to leave his home city of Medina in Saudi Arabia. Along with his family and his loyal companions, Imam Hussein alayhi salam made his way towards Mecca. Dr. Hewer said Imam Hussein alayhi salam left Medina and thereafter Mecca to go to Kufa in Iraq to avoid the violence, as Yazid's army followed him with the intention to kill him. Imam Hussein alayhi salam did not wish to disrespect the holy sites by having any bloodshed there.
Now, there are lots of holy places in society. We all take our shoes off when we come in here. If we were so fortunate as to be able to go to Mecca, we would all remove our shoes before entering into the precincts of the sacred mosque. But there are lots of other places that are sacred to other people. One of the things in our society that we have lost is a respect for the things that are sacred to other people. You remember the cartoons, the Charlie Hebdo that we had just last month? No respect shown for the things that other people hold to be holy. You remember the sort of things that we've been seeing coming out of Iraq and Syria, where the followers of al-Baghdadi are going in and smashing up. They're smashing up churches, they're smashing up tombs, they're smashing up places that have stood for thousands of years. No respect for the things that other people hold holy. Now, when we talk about the story of Imam Hussein, we see a respect for holy places.
While Imam Hussein alayhi salam was on his way to Kufa, where the local people had begged him to come and shower them with his guidance and teachings, Imam Hussein alayhi salam, his family and companions were forcefully rerouted to the hot plains of Karbala by Yazid's army of over 30,000.
Hussein was the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, and therefore he was one called to lead the community. So when a tyrannical regime took power, they wanted to tyrannize him, to get him to agree to their rule. And so the story of Karbala is a story of resistance to injustice and to tyranny, even at the cost of your own life and at the life of your companions. And so over a period of days, Hussein and his companions journey out to the field of Karbala in modern-day Iraq, and then a massacre takes place. And it appears from our perspective at that time, this was a disaster. But throughout the centuries thereafter, it speaks loudly to all humankind about the struggle for right and justice against tyranny and injustice in the world.
Dr. Hewer said he has studied the Holy Quran and has not found anywhere stated that the final messenger of God, Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, was only sent for Muslims. The Holy Quran, he stated, refers to the Prophet as the mercy and guidance for all humankind. His grandson, Imam Hussein's message is equally for all mankind, said Dr. Hewer. From people who volunteer at their local mosques or charities to civil rights leaders like Gandhi and Nelson Mandela, millions of people across the world are inspired by Imam Hussein alayhi salam's selflessness, courage and determination. The story of Imam Hussein alayhi salam stands as an inspiration to all, no matter what colour or creed. Naka Al-Khazraji reporting from Stanmore Mosque, London.